broken man just speaking from the heart of what I'd gone through, and I just wanted to make sure it didn't happen again. Really make a difference over a long period of time. And I think for that, the initial first step for cricket in particular is that accepting things have not been good enough. We should have looked the other way for a very long time. But now it's really important that we start to work.
Disappointing. It hurts. If I'm being honest, to be honest, I think cricket as a whole still feels like there isn't a problem, which is incredibly worrying. It wants to try and perceive this or put this across as Azeem Rafiq's experience. It's not. Far from it. It's an experience of thousands of others. And so look, it hurts, and when I hear the fact that there seems to be a lot of sympathy for perpetrators, people who did wrong, and I'm seen as a problem, that it's difficult for me to take. I sit here as a 31-year-old, potentially unemployable, a game that I've loved for my majority of my life, something that I thought after letting off the burden that I'd been carrying for a very long time, that I'd be able to start loving again and start going back towards it and follow my passion within it. But yeah, it's been difficult to take. I think it's hard to really go in, even understand the full consequences of it, and I mean, I think I'll only find that out in a few years' time. But as I said, I potentially sit here as a 31-year-old unemployable, potentially lose any hope of being around the game in the future. My kids potentially, and these are all my fears potentially as they grow up, have to face issues because I spoke out. And I think the most in the sort of the short term, I've taken a big hit to my health, physically and mentally. I find it incredibly difficult to get motivated and get up and go to the gym, train, and there's been some serious concerns around mine and my family's physical safety, which is the biggest concern for me really, because like I've got a wife and kids, two young kids at home, and every time I leave the house I'm incredibly worried about something potentially being happening to them, and just always having to look over your shoulder and being told by the authorities just to be careful, not to be here, not to be there. Yeah, it's all a bit difficult. Look, I never expected things to be easy, but I don't think I quite expected to come a point where I'm considering, or where I went out of the country for a bit because of the safety threat to me. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't just see it as cricket. Let's be really honest about it. Is what in the end the platform that I ended up getting to speak out as has obviously ruffled a lot. Yeah, cricket obviously is my love, has been my passion, and so that hurts. But yeah, I feel like people are scared to be connected to me. Because I will continue to fight for the truth, and I'll continue to, as well. One thing I'm not prepared to do is compromise my own values for any sort of role or position or anything like that. So I think even if an opportunity of work came, they'd have to have me like this, and I won't be prepared to look the other way any longer. This should be the only agenda. This should be the main thing. I honestly don't care about how they went in Australia or anything. That should not be the first thing. This should be the first thing, because if you sort this out and make the game more inclusive for everyone, over a period of time you'll sort the cricketing performances out anyway, because you'll have a larger pool of talent and better pool of talent to pick from. So this should be the only agenda, and I don't feel that yet from a county's point of view, actually. They don't even think that there is a problem, so that's incredibly worrying. I think time will tell. It's difficult for me to judge whether it's just a minority or whether it's bigger. Look, it's clear the club's been institutionally racist for a very long time.